Hey guys, it's Misty Eyez and I'm here with Sexy Saturdays for Queens of the Week. Alright, so yeah, you might recognize this hair, makeup, and look from last week's video. And that's because I recorded this video last week because I'm actually in London right now. My friend Justin's getting married and I'm in his wedding. And I'm trying to do everything before I leave. So I don't know if there's going to be Wi-Fi. I don't know what's going on. I'll definitely probably bring my laptop so I could edit videos on the 9-hour flight. But, oh, I hope they have plugins. My laptop will not last for 8 hours, I know that. But anyways, I'll be bringing it if I have downtime. I'm not sure how much sightseeing and stuff I'll be doing, but long story short, I hope to have this video up for you next Saturday, even though I will be out of town. So we'll see. But this week's topic is from Obune, who just moved to Fort Lauderdale, and it's so exciting, right? She's fun. If you go to my Instagram picture, we hung out on Monday, and I put my boobs on her and my wig on her, and I took a picture, and then I kind of did it for everybody too. Don't think she's special, because she's not. Alright, so Obune's topic is about performing. Talk about lip syncing. Do you enjoy it? What style? Oh, I hate. She'd warned me it was going to be a long one. It's really long. I can't even fill up. Oh, it's 2 screens on my phone. Alright, talk about lip syncing. Do you enjoy it? What style would you say your lip sync is? Are there specific types of songs that you enjoy lip syncing the most? What are some things you like, dislike about Queens when it comes to lip syncing? Alright, so number 1, do I enjoy it? Of course I enjoy it. Before I even knew what a drag queen was, I remember going around my house lip syncing or playing with whatever was on the radio. And one of my friends was like, oh my god, you need to do drag. Your lip sync is so good. But I was also in choir and sang my whole life. So maybe that's why I was good at it. I don't know. What style would you say a lip sync is? I don't think there's a style for lip sync, unless perfection is a style. I'm really particular about knowing my words and being able to enunciate. I think a lot of times when you sing, you can sing like, oh, say, can you see? And not move your mouth. But when I lip sync, it's more like, oh, say, can you... Oh, I actually have a lip syncing video of me doing the national anthem. I'll link that here for you. It's from Sandy Patty. She has the best version. I fucking love her. By the way, she's a Christian singer. Oh, and that's where I got my drag name from, Sandy Patty. I just referenced her twice in the same video. How funny. But yeah, you can actually see my lip sync there. It's, I would say precise is a good word. I like precision. And overreactive. I know one time I was singing in a choir when I first started doing drag, and I was doing the... Everyone was like, oh my gosh, and I did a Celine Dion song, and people were crying, and I was like, what? And they're like, we really got into your performance. I was like, whoa, I didn't know I could touch people like that. I was brand new. What are some things you like, dislike about Queens when it comes to lip syncing? Well, first of all, if you don't fucking know your words... It's like nails on a chalkboard. I'm like, really, bitch? Why the fuck are you on stage? And I guess lazy lip sync, like, I'm like, girl. But I do know that in South Florida here, there's a lot of bilingual people. And sometimes, if they don't speak English so well, their lip sync really suffers. But it's still a pet peeve. But it's not their fault, right? Talk about your performance. What style of performance do you do? What style of performance do you do? You personally enjoy doing, watching, comedy, skits, theatrical, dancing, posing, conceptual. Do you rehearse, practice before you go on stage? What are some likes, dislikes you have when it comes to Queens yourself performing? My type of performances, I like to change it up. I like to completely change it up. One week I want to be a pageant gorgeous fish. One week I want to be a club kid like freak. I like to keep the audience guessing. I also really, really like shock value. Like Wendy Ho's Fuck Me, or, yeah, I don't know if you know that song. I don't care how you fuck me, just fuck me when you can. Because the audience, if they've never heard that song, like, oh, no she didn't. I like to shock people. I like comedy. But I also like to be gorgeous and glamorous too. I mean, who doesn't? Rehearsing, practice, but of course you do. When I'm trying to learn a song, the best way for me to practice is to sing out loud. Like, because if I'm not singing out loud, I don't know if I actually know the words or not. And then if I'm really, like if it's a pageant or something, I have to say the words before I hear the words to make sure I know the words. Like, oh, say, can you see? While she's like, oh, say, can you see, by the dawns, or to like force myself to think about it. Because if you just practice with your mouth, you might not really know the words, but it might look like you know the words. Like, I don't know. That's just what I do. But yeah, of course, you have to practice. Make sure you know this shit. What are some likes, dislikes when you have it comes to queens performing? I love dancing girls, but my dislike about dancing queens would be if that's your only gig. And for example, let's say it's a slow song, like these boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. You know, like a slow song like that. But queens know it. And if you're gonna do like 27 high kicks and cartwheels and splits and backflips, and it's kind of like, what song are you performing? So that would be a slight annoyance, but again, I'm very envious of people that can do kicks and splits and stuff, because I can't. But girl, if you don't know the words, you don't just spin around 100 times, running around flipping and kicking and acting like complete idiots, hoping that you don't see their face because they're moving so fast. Talk about tips. When do you take your tips? Before, after, during your performance? Let's talk about tipping. When do you take your tips? Before, during, and after your performance? What are some do's and don'ts about accepting tips from viewers? What are some do's and don'ts about viewers giving tips to queens? That's good. Basically, I take tips whenever people bring them to me. Meaning, if you do this, I'll grab it. If I'm doing a song that like a Joella Pussy remix where he throws in the whips or the kicks, like if I have a kick like, get on up, get on up, for example, I know that kick is coming, or that whip or whatever. I'm not gonna walk up to you and then kick you, so I might stand back and wait for my choreography or my movements and then get money from you. But generally, if I see you, I'm just gonna go get it. I know that sometimes it takes a lot of courage for people to tip the entertainer, and they're like, oh my god, please take the money, please take the money, please take the money. And I'm very gracious and thankful for people that tip, and I want to make it as easy for them as I can. Yeah. What are some do's and don'ts about accepting tips from viewers? I will accept your tip almost any way that you want to give it to me. Some girls are very, very, yes, give it to me in my mouth. Some girls like, don't put it near my mouth. You can tip my boobs, you can tip my, if I'm wearing something low cut, you can tip my skirt or my inner panties or whatever. Put it in my boots. People get creative sometimes, I really don't care. I'm just glad you're tipping me. What are some do's and don'ts about viewers giving tips? Basically, the only don't I would say is if there's choreography or if she's doing a specific movement or gesture, don't get in her way. Like, let her perform and just tip her. I don't know how to explain it without making you think what. I don't know if I'm doing a good job explaining it, but sometimes people, okay, for example, sometimes people run up on the stage and instead of tipping you, they want to dance. And they dance for a minute. And then they're like, bitch, give me your dollar and go away. Like, it's not about you performing, it's about me performing. Yes, you're welcome to tip me. Yes, I'll gladly take your money, but don't try to upstage me, because that's ghetto. That would be my only don't. Gladly give all the money you want. Sometimes people give me car keys and wallets. I always give them back, obviously, because what am I going to do with somebody's car keys? But yeah, I perform 6 nights a week, and basically I'm really, just like I am in my life, I'm really easygoing. I'm like, whatever. No big. I'll gladly take your money. And if you're going to be obnoxious, I'll tolerate it for a minute, but then, girl, sit the fuck down. I can't take it for too long. Anyways, that was Misty Eyez with Queens of the Week. Living is easy.